Hi, I'm your host, Johnny Duckett, and you are now watching the Cool Reader Show on your Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Channel, Cable 2. Now, I have two exciting young students here from Whitaker Elementary, and they're going to be sharing a couple of books that they've read. They're also part of the book club that they have at Whitaker Elementary, and I got a chance to stop by and talk with them the other day. And we had a very good time. They're excellent students. But I know that's enough for me. Now we're going to let you listen to the students. Now, my first students we have here. Now, the next student we have Miss Sophie Anderson. How you doing today, Sophie?
Good.
Good. Okay, and you're also a student at Whitaker Elementary. What grade are you in?
First.
Okay, and how old are you?
7.
7, okay. Now, what book do you have for us today?
Bunny Cakes.
Bunny Cakes, okay, and who's the author?
Rosemary Wells.
Rosemary Wells. Okay, now you want to tell us a little something about Bunny Cakes?
It's about Max and his older sister Ruby, and they're bunnies, and it's their grandmother's birthday, and they're baking her a cake.
All right. Okay, considering it's close to Easter, I guess that Bunny Cakes comes right in line, don't it? Okay, now, is Bunny Cakes fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Fiction, okay. Now, what part was the most exciting for you, that you felt like the most exciting?
When Max drew a picture of Red Hot Marshmallow Squirtles on the grocery list because he couldn't write.
Oh, so he just drew a picture of marshmallow squares. So,
Yeah.
So they know that's what they needed for the party and for the cake. Okay. Now which character did you like the best? You like Max, or did you like his what's the other bunny name?
Ruby.
Ruby. Which did you like, Max or Ruby better?
I liked Max.
You like Max. Good. Okay. Now does Bunny Cakes teach you any lessons?
Yes, it teaches you that little children can't write very well.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now, do you think this book would make a good movie?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You'd watch it? Would you watch it, Catherine? You watch it too? Good. Okay. Now, was Bunny Cakes easy to read?
Yes.
Good, good. Now, would you recommend Bunny Cakes to your classmates?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you could change anything about the book, Bunny Cakes, what would you change?
I'd probably just leave it the same.
You leave it the same? Good. Arthur did a good job, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this is the same thing that I asked Catherine. How does reading at home, how do you think reading at home helps you when it comes to doing your schoolwork?
Well, actually, we have to read to the teacher sometimes, and it helps me learn how to read better.
Okay, so you be prepared, don't you? Good. Now, have you read any other books about that author?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. Now, this is the big question. Now, where is your favorite place to read?
I have two.
Two?
One's
Okay.
when I'm at school, it's at my desk, and when I'm at home, it's lying down in my bed.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to get you to do, Sophie, is read a few pages out of Bunny Cakes so that everybody can listen to you read, okay?
Okay. Bunny Cakes. Bunny Cakes. Bunny Cakes by Rosemary Wells. It was Grandma's birthday. Max made her an earthworm birthday cake. No, Max, said Max's sister Ruby. We are going to make Grandma an angel surprise cake with raspberry fluff icing. Max wanted to help. Don't touch anything, Max, said Ruby. But it was too late. Ruby sent Max to the store with a list that said eggs. Max wanted red hot marshmallow squirters for his earthworm cake, so he wrote red hot marshmallow squirters on the list. The grocer could not read Max's writing. Eggs, said the grocer, and he gave Max eggs.
Okay. I want to thank you for that reading, Sophie. And we have a couple of more students for you from Whitaker, and I think you're going to enjoy them just the same. I'm your host, Johnny Duckett, and we have two more exciting students from Whitaker Elementary. We have Mr. Matt Carlton and Mr. Anderson Ward. How you doing, fellas?
Good.
Good. Now, we're going to start off with Anderson. Anderson, tell me, what grade are you in, Anderson?
First.
Okay, and how old are you?
7.
Okay. Now, what book do you have for us to read today?
Scooby-Doo, The Surf Scare.
Scooby-Doo, The Surf Scare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, is this book fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Okay. Now, tell me just a little bit about Scooby-Doo and the Surf Scare.
Well, Scooby and Shaggy and getting into a surf contest, and when it was their turn to surf, a wave wipes them out, and Scooby and Shaggy think they got wiped out on the desert island, but they really got wiped out on the other end of the beach.
Okay, they just thought they were on another island.
But they really they were just on the other end of the beach.
Okay. Now, what part did you think was the most exciting?
When Scooby and Shaggy were riding the big wave to the other end of the beach.
Okay, so they were are they good surfers or?
They're funny surfers.
They're funny surfers. Okay, now which character did you like the best?
Scooby.
Okay, now why'd you like Scooby the best?
Well, because he's a dog and he's funny.
Okay. Well, everybody likes their dogs, right? Okay. Now, does this book teach you any lessons?
It teaches me not to be a coward like Shaggy and Scooby.
Okay, both of them are cowards?
Mm-hmm, they're cowards.
Or they're just scared a lot.
They're scared of everything.
Yeah. Except Scooby snacks.
Yeah, that's the only
And
thing.
food.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you think the Surf Scare would be a good movie?
Yes, I think it would be a real good movie.
Because I know I watch Scooby-Doo cartoons all the time.
I do
but
too.
I don't think I've seen the Surf Scare. But was this book easy to read?
Yes, it's really easy.
Okay. Now, would you recommend this book to your classmates?
Yes.
What do you think, Matt? You think you like Scooby and the Surf Scare?
Yeah.
Good. Now, if you could change anything about the Surf Scare, what would you change?
I would change, instead of the crab roasting a wiener dog, I would make it a wiener dog roasting a wiener dog.
Oh, okay. Now, instead of the crab roasting the wiener dog, the hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dog.
Yeah, the wiener dog, hot dog. Yeah, you would have a hot dog roasting.
No, a wiener dog. A
Oh.
dog that's a wiener.
Oh,
One of those.
okay. Like a little hush puppy dog.
Yeah.
Okay. You have him.
Holding the stick, roasting the hot dog.
Okay. Now, what I ask everybody, how does reading at home or in your spare time helps you when it comes to doing your schoolwork?
Well, it makes me smarter.
Good answer. Good answer. Now, have you read any other books?
By this author?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What other books have you read?
I've read another Scooby-Doo book by the same author.
Okay. Now, here's the big question. Where is your favorite place to read?
My favorite place to read is on my bed in my room.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do, Anderson, we're going to get you to read a couple of pages so that all the other crew readers can hear you read.
Okay.
That be all right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo the Surf Scare. Scooby-Doo the Surf Scare by Mitchell Nagler. Does everyone have a surfboard? Asked Fred. Scooby and his friends were entering a surf contest at the beach. We've got our surfboards, said Daphne and Velma. Shaggy looked at the trophy. Wouldn't it be cool to win the trophy, Scooby? Steve, the lifeguard, blew his whistle. The surfing contest was starting. Velma went first. She stood up on her surfboard for a long time. Next, Fred and Daphne did tricks on their surfboards. Finally, it was Shaggy and Scooby's turn. Big waves came on. One big wave took the surfboard sailing through the water. The surfboard moved very fast. Shaggy and Scooby were scared. Finally, the surfboard hit a rock and stopped. Shaggy and Scooby landed on the beach. That wave took us way out to sea, said Shaggy. This must be an island. The beach was empty, except for some palm trees and shells. Rory lost? Asked Scooby. Yeah, we are lost, said Shaggy. Like we have to find a way off this island. Shaggy thought he found a boat, but it was just a rock and two palm trees. Scooby found a can, some shells, and a small crab, but no way off the island. Then Scooby found a bottle and paper. Good idea, Scoob, said Shaggy. I know what you're thinking. We can put the message in this bottle, Shaggy said, holding up a pen. Rave us, said Scooby. Shaggy wrote save us on the paper and put it in the bottle. Scooby tossed the bottle into the sea. Someone will find the bottle and rescue us, said Shaggy.
All right. I want to thank you for that, Anderson. And I just want to let everybody know that Scooby's language is unique, you know, and when he says rave us, he's really saying save us, but Scooby has this kind of unique language, and that's why you hear those funny little words. But we want to thank you for that reading, Anderson. And now my next student, we have Matt Carlton. Now, what grade are you in, Matt?
First grade.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 7.
You're 7 years old. Okay. What book do you have for us today?
Hedgie Blastoff.
The Hedgie Blastoff. Okay, and who's the author?
Jan Brett.
Jan Brett. Okay. All right. Now, what type of book is Hedgie Blastoff?
It's a fiction book.
It's a fiction book. Good. which we all know that fiction is not real, but it's good to read, ain't it? Yeah. Okay. Now, why don't you tell us just a little bit about Hedgie Blastoff?
Hedgie works in a cleanup crew at Star Lab, and the professor is like worried because Big Sparkler, it's like in a volcano in outer space. It's not working properly, so they're trying to fix it. So what they do, they build this rescue robot in the ship, and reporters came and they asked, what are you going to use to go to Mikop, or you could call Big Sparkler? And so the professor says, meet rescue robot. So he opens the hatch and the pilot seat's empty, so they look for him. They find it in a closet. So they, instead of professor says, we have a little change of plans because they're going to use Hedgie instead. And so Hedgie lands on Mikop and alien tourists fly by, and Hedgie sees them dropping stuff into the crater, and it ended up to be coins.
Okay.
How he fixes it, he uses like a cork, so then it like erupts with sparkles, and then he did a victory orbit around Mikop, then went back, and he got rewarded, and now he's in the high-tech cleanup crew.
Okay.
And
so
he was an astronaut.
the Hedgie is a sort of astronaut.
Yeah, no, like he works in the cleanup crew.
Oh, Hedgie works in the cleanup crew. Okay. Now, what part did you think was the most exciting on Hedgie Blastoff?
Well, I like when he uses himself like as a cork.
Okay. And which character did you like best?
Probably Hedgie.
Hedgie. All right. Now, does Hedgie Blastoff teach you any lessons?
Yes.
Okay.
Teaches you like not to put stuff in like water fountains because it can clog it up and stuff.
Okay. All right. Now that time is sort of moving on and we're running a long time, we're going to get you to read a couple pages so that our crew readers can hear you read, okay?
Okay. Hedgie Blastoff by Jan Brett. My name is Hedgie, and I want to be an astronaut. I work at Star Lab on the cleanup crew. I've never flown on a spaceship, but I take care of the Zephyr Doppler rocket for the professor, the smartest scientist on Earth. He is in charge of outer space.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for that reading, Mac. And time really does fly. But I want to thank for all my kids showing up. I want to thank Miss Jessica Ray and Miss Beth Holman for bringing the kids from the book club on the Cool Reader Show. And thank you for watching.